Hello, welcome to Yoga with Louise. Today we're going to be doing a 10-minute chair sequence. So you could be at your chair, you could be at a desk, you could be on your sofa at the side of the bed. It's going to be super accessible, just a little bit of time to stretch and move to come into the body. We might even end with a little bit of pranayama, some breath work as well. So I hope you're kind of seated comfortably wherever you are. If you've got somewhere where you can plant the feet towards the earth, doesn't matter if the knees are a little bit higher, a little bit lower, the yoga finds you wherever you are. And then let's start by just simply closing down the eyes, lowering the gaze. Notice where the hands naturally gravitate towards. Mine have just come to the tops of my knees. If you want to place your hands towards your torso, can be really grounding alongside. And as you allow the gaze to go inward a little more, feel the feet as they root down. Feel the sit bones as they connect towards the chair, the seat, wherever you are. And then start to feel that energy lifting up. So can you almost lift up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae? Eventually feel the crown, the top of the head lift skyward. So we find ourselves in balance, the sky above, the earth below, the here, the now. Let's take a big inhale breath. So really breathe from the sit bones to the crown of the head, in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, sigh out. Again, inhale breath through the nose. Out of the mouth. Another if you need, big breath in. Long breath out. Just let that breath settle. Allow the inner gaze to go up to the space between the eyebrows, Ajna chakra, this place of intuition. And just notice what is coming up for you today. What would you like to call into your practice? Maybe it's a quality you want to practice with, a word, a phrase, a goal. Maybe it's this sankalpa, your intent, your reason why. And then when you're ready from there, start to blink open the eyes. I'll talk you through the pranayama. It might be ujjayi breath. Maybe it's just noticing every 5 breaths, every 10, 1 a minute. But if you're working that ujjayi breath, we'll take an inhale through the nose all together. Open the mouth like you're fogging up a mirror. Again, in through the nose. Audible out the mouth. Seal the lips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the nose. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Let's take another breath all together for 3. Exhale 3. And I'll talk you through a bit of breath throughout, but try and keep that breath going throughout, whatever that pace is for you. We'll inhale from here, reach the arms up overhead. Might be the first time lifting your arms up today. So as we bend through the right elbow, left hand to the right, take a little wiggle. Just wiggle from side to side, finding that length through the sides of the body. Just notice, do these sides feel similar? Do they feel different? And then eventually from there, using the hand towards the outside of the elbow, you're going to slowly guide up and across. Again, make sure your sit bones are nice and rooted towards the chest, so you're not too kind of wibble wobble here. And you really think about breathing through the side of the ribcage, through that outer hip. We'll take a breath now. As you exhale, bring the right hand to the lower neck. We're going to bring the opposite hand down. Maybe it's going to come to the chair leg. Maybe it just hangs. And then start to lift the elbow up and across. So you're getting deeper that connection through the outer waist here. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, keeping that length, start to roll the chin towards the chest. So gaze is going to go down. And then we feel this wrapping across the back of the body. So drop the chin a little bit more. Can you send that elbow a little further across? Lovely. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Opposite hand comes behind back of the chair, wherever it finds lower back. And then again, that inhale breath from the sit bones to the crown of the head. Exhale, can you pull back as you send the gaze back? So it's a nice seated twist. Again, take another one like that. Big breath in. Full breath out. Lovely. Slowly come back through to center, and then we'll switch. Reach the arms up, bend through that opposite elbow, the left. Start to take little wiggles, again, side to side, hopefully feeling already a little bit more length through the side of the waist. You don't often send that breath, that extension there. So then bring the hand to the back of the neck. Again, bring the opposite hand down. It might just hang, it might come to a chair, and then lift the elbow up and back. Send the gaze up towards the sky. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll chin to chest, gaze goes down. You can feel that wrapping across the back of the body. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the hand to the outside of the knee. Opposite hand goes behind to the chair, the earth, the lower back. Send the gaze back. And then find that real big breath from the sit bones to the crown of the head. As you exhale, can you turn through a little deeper still? Nice. Take a breath in. As you exhale, come back through to center. From there, we're going to start to go a little deeper still. So bring the left ankle over the right thigh, figure four. So we can just start to connect through the lower body. Flex through the toes quite a lot, often a little bit more than you think. Bring the hands towards the kind of inner knee and the foot. And then from there, can you inhale, think about lifting the chest, the gaze, like a seated cat-cow. Exhale, round it through, chin to chest. Two more like that. Inhale, lift up, expand. As you exhale, reach it through. Last one, inhale, breath to lift. Exhale, round it through. And then slowly switch, place the foot down. We're going to kind of keep extending on this. So hopefully finding more and more space through this. So again, maybe gently pushing down through the knee. Be mindful there. As you inhale, lift the chest, the gaze. Exhale, round it through, chin to chest. Two more like that. Inhale, breath, lift up. Exhale, round it through, just taking up space, body, breath, mind. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round it through. And then place that foot down. We're going to bring the hands to the shoulders here. So again, keep the feet nice and grounded. We're going to start to work a little bit more of that sideways. So take an inhale there. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist one way. Inhale through center and then exhale across the other. I'm going to do some sharp exhales out of my nose. You can do whichever breath you want. So take an inhale. And then we exhale to the side. For 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let it go. Shake it out. So shake out through the fingertips. Start to lift them all the way up. Yeah. Bring them all the way back down. Hopefully feeling a little bit of heat already, huh? So from there, we're going to start to think about extending a little bit deeper. Again, bring that left ankle over the right thigh, that figure 4. And then this time you're going to bring the same arm, that left hand to the outside of the foot. Opposite hand goes behind, maybe back of the chair again, perhaps the lower back. And then can you actively think about, again, lifting up through the spine. As you exhale, send the foot away. As you send the knee slightly further away, gaze goes back. Again, take a breath in. Long breath out. Take another one here. Lovely. Slowly come back through center. Again, switch sides, hook the ankle over the thigh, and then find that twist. So we're working that side body again. Bring the hand to the outside of the foot. Opposite hand behind. Inhale, breath to lengthen. Exhale, turn through a little deeper. Take another one in. And then from here, as you come back through center, a little bit more through the legs. So start to just guide one knee in towards the chest. It doesn't matter where you find it. Maybe taking some little rocks forward and back. Again, check in with the length of the spine, crown of the head, lifting high. Lovely. And then let's switch sides, that opposite one. Bring the knee into the chest. Even though we're seated, we're still trying to do that full body practice. So just moving all of the energy around. We're going to come back to the other side. This time, if you're going a little deeper, maybe you're going to bring the hand underneath the shin. Perhaps, and this doesn't have to be as flexible as anyone else, it's just your own range of movement. You're going to explore bending and straightening through the leg. So keep the knee nice and close in towards the chest. We're just getting that active hamstring stretch there. Yeah, lovely. Eventually on that final one, see if you can hold it there at the top. Circle through your foot, one way and the other. Good morning, toes. Hello, toes. Goodbye, toes. Yeah, snap, crackle, pop like mine just did. All good. Think about relaxing through the shoulders. And then let that go. Maybe a little shake out. Yeah, take it through the opposite side. So if you're coming with me, interlace the fingers back of the thigh. If you want to stay with that first version, all good. And then if you're coming with me, bend and straighten through the legs. So I'm keeping the knee nice and close in towards the chest, keeping the crown of the head lifting up and just easing into the back of the hamstring. And then that final one again, flex, point through the foot, maybe circle it through, just exploring that space. Really grounding just to connect to the feet wherever you are. Again, check in on the breath if you've lost it, like I just did. Lovely. And then eventually place the foot back down again, a little wiggle out, you got it. And then let's just take a moment, find that seat to close. So again, maybe the hands are gonna rest onto the knees. Maybe it's left hand to heart space, right hand to stomach, or just wherever they want to go. Allow that moment, check back in, close the eyes, lower the gaze. Take a full inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Another if you need. And just start to soften from the crown, relaxing the forehead, the space between the eyebrows, softening eyelids. Allow the eyes to rest in the socket. Relax jaw, tongue, teeth. Soften shoulders away from ears. Relax chest, stomach, lower abdomen. Relaxing arms and legs, fingers, toes. Just allow this moment to be here now. Noticing how little you need to be in this moment. Keeping the eyes closed. Next inhale, we'll reach the arms up overhead. Keep a gap between the palms at the top. Take a moment to acknowledge that heat, that energy, that power between your fingertips. And then holding it there, guide the hands towards the heart. Remembering those people, those things you practice for, and holding them here. So you bring the fingertips gently to touch. Thanking yourselves for carving out this time. Thanking each other for holding this space. Ultimately giving thanks to this practice and all that it teaches us. Prayer comes up to Ajna, third eye. Thank you as always for trusting me to guide you through. Bowing towards the earth, as little or as much as you want to. Shanti, shanti, shanti.